Peace. Welcome to the YouTube Live book reading of She Rose on a Journey from Girl to Goddess by Venus Jones, a good friend of mine. Happy Women's International Day. Love and honor, peace, peace, everyone. So it's the International Women's Reverence Day. And I like to give thanks to all the women in my life all the time. But especially when we get an opportunity, right? It's like, yo, I love you, Mom. I love you, my sister, Tamika. I love you, peace, goddess, queen. I love you. Man, thank you so much. Yeah, I was like, I gotta do the book reading on International Women's Day, right? Thank you for the subscribes and likes. All right, here we go. We're at page 72. Dolly's Daddy Longlegs of the Evening Hope by Venus Jones. My head is heavy as they dance to decay. My insides torn as we rest on what is left of the olive tree. Deaf to the sounds of Cupid's cry. Speechless because my tongue has been cut out and discarded. Music is melting. Stretched out my neck in the heat. Now we lay in a deep sleep. Two dried up bottles of ink lay on my milkless breast, and a political and unconscious artist is at rest as a daddy long leg walks across my cheek. When will the war cease? No one can forget the sound of peace. When will the exhaustion end? Luck surfaces, but hope is still somewhere within. The removal of a crutch. Oh, Cupid, mend me and mold me with your touch. Poem by Venus Love Jones. Thank you guys. Much love. Okay, we move on to page 73. She for Tracy Chapman. Love and honor again to the beautiful women in our lives. Mother Earth at her very core. She's moving and standing still. Her serenity moves me, breathing in her sky and drinking her sea. As she grows heavy roots, we change, always producing an acoustic sound with a versatile range, always shedding deep, dead leaves and the stems that bring pain. Like a pure poet who makes folk music in good and bad times, like orange and yellow leaves floating on invisible air. She's the harmonious guide that lives to nurture those who care. With patient eyes as deep as the darkest blue river, a humble smile that makes cold feet courageous and warm. Tracing life with her fingers, she leads us through the sandstorm. She sings of a new beginning. We close our eyes in search of a story. She's healing chapped lips so they may kiss the ground of glory. Poem by by Venus Love Jones. Oh, that's so beautiful. She has a quote here down at the bottom. We must live our lives always feeling, always thinking the moment has arrived. Tracy Chapman. And that was the name She, and that was for Tracy Chapman. Again, Venus Love Jones, one of my favorite poets of today, of the times. Thank you so much for being here. Man, high is heart love. Okay, page 74. Down, out, and away. Take me down where the river meets the stream. Take me out in the ocean where dolphins sing. Take me away from the office fiends. Take me down in the forest. We can skip through the maze. Take me out to the evergreen valley where the animals graze. Take me away from the smog and the haze. Take me down to the meadow where the reflection is clear. Take me out amongst the corn, wheat, and deer. Take me away to the mountains, I have nothing to fear. Take me down and out and away. By Venus, Love Jones. So beautiful. Down, out, and away. Page 75. Much love. Look at y'all. Oh my goodness. so much love. Thank you. I know. I have to get on there and read. I was really thinking about it. I was doing work and had other things going. But I was like, it's International Women's Day. And to support all the loved ones and women that I love, including my mother, all my aunts, my grandmothers, great grandmothers. So big and influential in my life. Being able to know and touch and feel and hug and kiss the women in my life, like my great grandmother, grandmothers, you know, like my mother, all my aunts. Rest in peace, Aunt Hetty. Hedwig Riley. I love you so much. My Aunt Hetty, genius. All right. Continuing giving honor to the women in our lives. We just finished out Down, Out, and Away by Venus Jones. And so we're going on to Conversations Between Man and Beast. Page 75 of She Rose. How does it feel to be an animal, a savage beast, who stabbed Mother Earth and still seeks to heal her by doing the very least? How does it feel to be an animal, a beast, who enslaves his own and marks territory in the West and East? How does it feel to be a beast with a basic instinct to kill, who hunts, murders, and cages creatures for a pet project thrill? How does it feel to be a tamed beast, who's educated but still hungers for animal flesh as a chosen feast? poem by Venus Love Jones. See, right here, venusjones.com, and you can purchase this and other items. She has Little Red, which is doing big numbers right now, you guys. You want to check that out if you have children. It's a wonderful story and a wonderful series that she's putting together, right? So, under here, we have a wonderful passage. Until we have the courage to recognize cruelty for what it is, whether it's victim in human or animal, we cannot expect things to be much better in this world. We cannot have peace among men whose hearts delight in killing any living creature. By every act that glorifies or even tolerates such moronic delight in killing, we set back the progress of humanity. By Rachel Carson. Another great one. Here we go. Page 76 of She Rose, On a Journey from Girl to Goddess by Venus Jones. Woodlands. Woodlands. In the countryside, I left memories. Remember those rolling hills? Every day we went on a coaster ride. I'd often climb in the tree to hide. Sometimes trees were evergreen. Sometimes they were covered with white, crunchy blankets of snow. Rows of brown wheat would sway up ahead. Peachy sunsets would set behind our pickup, Rusty Roscoe. Roads glistening with fresh flakes. Leftover leaves from the autumn mixed in. Can't wait to see the red, orange, green, and yellow leaves again. If it was spring, we could pick blueberries though. Summer nights we played in the glow. The moon's always bright. Out in the bush there's not a lot of light. Crickets brought the morning in. Could race around the block with a funny friend. Not much traffic, you see, just distant sounds of Route 30. As semi-trucks flew by, on foggy mornings the dew would blend into my eye. Walked to the bus stop as a robin took to branches that traced my way. Only one home had a chicken coop, so it seemed to stand out at the end of the due to hay. Living in the woods, a land far away from the city, meant being in the boondocks and the center of pity. In the boonies, down in the rough, they would say, but I sure do miss home today. Oh, that's so sweet. And I'll read that last couple of bars again. Living in the woods, a land far away from the city, meant being in the boondocks and the center of pity. In the boonies, down in the rough, they would say, but I sure do miss home today. Isn't it beautiful? Thank you, Raven. Highest heart love. I love Venus too. She's one of my good friends. Thank you so much for being here and reading this poetry with us. I know it's different from the other readings on my channel, you know, um, but I love, love the women in our lives, and she is a true goddess on earth. Venus Love Jones. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love. I'll have the description and link for the book in the description. So, venusjones.com right there as well. Thank you so much Oh, much love. Love and honor to you, all the women of our delightful world. Ah, I honor you. Much love. At the bottom of 76, it says, I grew up in this town. My poetry was born between the hill and the river. It took its voice from the rain, and like the timber, it steeped itself in the forest. Pablo Neruda. Page 77. In our any loves and prayers that we can give out to all the women in our world, we're doing that here today, sending out all the love. Page 77. Drink meters. Drink meters. I will write in metaphor, though clearly absurd, capture music, blue harmony, surreal, appear icon, yet free the spoonless. No demand could haunt my hand, but the grave almost has here a pad lives, screaming travel by ink, escape with a hunger, drink meters, search and seek. God is song. Let rhythm speak. Poem. Drink meters by Venus Jones. Much love. All right, this is the last one that we'll do for today. I'll let you enjoy your beloved day and all the loved ones that you have around you. Thank you for joining me during this reading. This is page 78 and 79, Dixie Land. I know she had a lot in store with this one, Dixieland. By Venus Jones. I've been weary, was black misery, full of red passion but blue, walking blue. Well, I heard this sound and it's true. The horn had a strange toot, sent sensations to the base of my roots. That's a cool flute. It had cats dressed in a zoot suit, doing the jitterbug while waiting in line. Stopped and asked for directions to the space and place where I could spend my dime. No longer on the outside looking in, no stranger, I'm what you call a friend. With my $10 in hand, she says, thanks for coming. Welcome to Dixieland. The bridge begins, packed in at 9:05. All night live. He flips his suspenders, anticipating the play. I could watch him do that solo grind every day. He made that bell talk to me, preach. Then he do hip walk. That made all the girls weak. Bass had braids and trumpet had a fro. The sax man was bright. He phoned with a glow. He blew my mind cool as silver riffs rippled on the cymbal. Ah, the chimes. But there was nothing like a shot of rim from my buddy Rich. He turned into the boom clack at the end of every line. Boom clack, like that. Boom clack. He did it again. That's when the piano man began to tiptoe fingers along my heart. A midnight blues scent starts. His voice floated through the smoky room. That soulful melody sparked a flame. We could taste eternal love. I released all guilt and shame. The dark cornea of my right eye became misty, and my aching heart bled light. Colorful keys took me to a place up the scales as he tended to the torn with tales of deliverance. Caramel fingers tracing ivory milk, and I tapped out of the hell that society built. Baby, it was grand. Just then, the lead vocalist rose from his bench, strolled to the center of the band with a black hat in hand. He threw it in the air, spun around, caught it on the tip of the spit shined shoe. Boom, clack! The drum did a soft roll, and silence took its toll, giving way to a thunderous and gracious crowd. We hooted a constellation of praises loud. Do you know what they did? They bowed. Poem by Venus Jones, Dixieland. From She Rose on a journey from girl to goddess. Highest heart, love, and honor. Thank you for reading with us. Thank you so much. Y'all are so honorable. Much love, Ravens, Third Eye. Highest heart, love. I see you're in the healing arts as well. Thank you for healing the people. We always need people healing and giving insight. So I bow and honor to all of you. Again, happy International Women's Powers Day. Honor to all of you. You have superpowers. Yeah, we all do. You know that? Yes, that's right. Man, healing the people. Thank you, love. Oh, beloved, highest heart, love. You know what? Have a wonderful day. Thank you for honoring all our ancestors and elders. Thank you for honoring all and that are just in your life, in your proximity. All those that resonate with you. Heal the world, heal the people. Remember, kind words are a lot different than words that are tearing someone down. Yeah. Being encouraging, those encouraging words go a long way in helping others, with their life. I always wish the best for you. Isis, you did it. I'm so proud of you, my baby daughter. I just wrote her a poem about her birth, actually. Maybe one day I'll come on here and share. I love y'all. Highest heart, love, and honor. Have a great one. Peace. Sacred Saturday. That's right. Love and honor.